This is Sims, and we are back with more of The Sims 4 Life in Stardust, which is our Sims History Challenge. And last time, our lovely heirs aged up to teenagers, or I forced no, I think they were getting close anyway. And so we had our whole lovely story that the, you know, Vampire Coven killed. We should end the gathering now that Caleb's dead. So Caleb's dead, and they're all going home, so it'll just be Finnegan and Cookie living on in here. And then eventually we will move Pedaline out into our 1920s time period. But I dressed her and Pedaline, I dressed Pedaline and Seeker in 1920s garb already, just so I didn't have to do it later, because I was like, Lord knows. So here she's kind of in one of her outfits. Yay. The best I could with the custom content I had. And then there were some things I kind of was like, I give up, and I didn't care. So not everything is perfect, but let's go into Cass and let's check them out. We'll check her out, and then we'll switch over to the other house and we can check out Seeker in a little bit. But yeah, I don't think I'll move them out necessarily for a little ways. Like, the funny thing is she aged up with this hair and it just kind of worked perfectly, and it looked really good with her face. Like, she's super freaking cute. Like, so like her dress is a little more, I was going to give her all the fancy stuff, but it's really hard because I only have kind of fancier dresses for the 20 style. So, so that's her every day. Her formal is a little bit fancier. I did the best I could. We didn't really have a lot for athletics, so I just put normal stuff on. I was like, whatever, So, and her sleepwear, I was like, sure, that's good enough. There were things where I was like, I'm probably not going to be able to find things that work that I don't think I had custom content for or whatever, so I didn't try too hard. And that was a dress that we had in the game, but I was like, I guess that works for a party wear. We'll probably never see her party wear anyway, but like color-wise, it kind of worked. And her swimwear, again, I was like, I don't think I have anything that would work for swimwear. And I don't think when I was giving the makeovers, because it was a little while ago, obviously like over a week, that I was like really looking up. I'm like, I'm not going to like look up what swimwear looked like in the 20s. I feel like doing it. The only thing about this dress is it's so funny. It just makes them look like so boxy, but it's like only one of the like kind of toned down, not as fancy dresses or whatever. And I didn't give her a vampire dark form. I was like, I do not feel like doing that. We might have to do that at some point, but for now, this is the only form she has. And her winter wear, again, I was just like, I didn't really have too much, so I just kind of, when you get to the like summer wear and the winter wear, when you're trying to fit into like a season, or not season, but like an era, you're like, and I'm tired at this point trying to find shit that I have that works. So it's not perfect, but again, it's the best we can do with what we have. And I know that I've gone through so many times and I see like custom content for different like generations and eras, and I'm like, oh, okay, I'll throw that in, and then I can never find it or I forget about whatever. I think I do have some suits for like men that could kind of work for like 20s, 30s kind of thing. But anyway, so I figured we'd just do that because I didn't really want to say give them makeovers for the Victorian steampunk for teenagers and then have to change them in a little while. I was just feeling lazy. So I told you to go do something social. How is social crying it out? Could you do something social? Thank you. She's going to go chat. Okay, good. Like, so we'll just hang out here for a little bit and then we'll flip over to the other house because we're not really doing anything for the next like few parts anyway. They're probably not going to age up for at least a week. Will they age up on Winterfest? Okay, so maybe we'll just play it out. We'll see what happens. Obviously this part I'm not going to worry about moving them out, and then maybe we'll see what happens in the next part because we usually get through 2 days or whatever. Oh, stop calling people. I'm trying to just do a little bit faster speed just because we don't really have a plot or a purpose right now. We probably won't in the 1920s era. We really should actually have them go out and do more stuff. Okay, yeah, please could you guys actually talk to each other for a little while? Tell a dramatic story. They need to get their social. Rude about being a vampire. Console about death. Yes. Be thankful. Oh, that's right, because it's, whatever, it's Harvest Fest. Don't care if Harvest Fest sucks for everybody. Oh, okay, she needs to go have fun, so go have fun. And you need to do... Miles, that's sweet. But you need to not be... She's trying to get her to run away. And I kind of already built up our little town. I realized we've never used Willow Creek for anything. So I just put our little 20s kind of thing in Willow Creek. It's really hard. There's not a lot of like 20 style or like Art Nouveau style like buildings. So we don't have too much. I think we've got like a lounge, a bar. I think there might be a spa. Figures lounges and bars. I figure, like a flapper lounge. So that's okay. And I don't know if we had a coffee shop or whatever. But I mean, we've got other like restaurants and stuff like that. And we can go wherever we want. You know what I mean? Like we don't have to like it's not like, oh, we can never go back to the prehistoric. There was only one lot then. You know what I mean? We can go to any of the prior ones, but I know, girl. It's sad. What are you doing? Oh, you guys are gonna chat? Okay. But yeah, so we're just gonna kind of hang out, see how things are going. Oh, you're both getting abducted. You're all getting abducted? Oh no, she just went out to see the snow. Okay. I was gonna say, Jesus. All right, well. What are you wearing? I don't think I've ever... Oh, that's true. I didn't make you, so you're probably wearing whatever the hell you were in. She came from the gallery, because I don't think I've ever checked any of her clothes. Yeah, nobody's here. I'll go super speed through this, though, while you're just hanging out here waiting for them to come back, because... Anyway. Yeah, so... Holy crap. Sorry about that. I'm going to make myself nauseous. Okay, sorry. I got a package, so the UPS guy was knocking on my door, and I was like, shit, who's knocking on my door? Because I'm not usually home when they show up, but anyway, so, yeah, so we're back. So sorry about that just disappearing for a second, and let's see. Get to know if we can do that. But yeah, anyway, so I have no idea where we were, what we were doing, or what I was talking about, but yeah. Oh, and I didn't make over Seska. I should actually, let's pop over. We're going to pop over to the other house, but I want to stop it. I want to take Finnegan and Lenore off of played households, because we might bring them up later in the 20s era, or even further out, when we're writing back in our Vampire War story. I don't know how we're going to, look, but I want to pop them off played, because she's still a child. I want to pop them off played, this way they can go and have their own little life and whatnot. You know what I mean? They can do what they want to do and have the life that they want to live and whatnot. But we'll pop over here and check out Seeker's household. But yeah, I don't know when to kind of move. We could move on to the 20s thing early, but here's the thing. Whether we're hanging out with these guys in our kind of steampunk era, or whether we move into the 20s, this is basically what we're going to be doing. We're just going to be watching them do shit and like not really having a plot or purpose. So I was like, what are you doing? Okay, so there you are. So here she is. That's obviously like, I think that's her sleepwear. So there you go. That's her sleepwear. Let's pop into, let's go into Cass and we'll check out her outfits. I had to give her some more like toned down kind of things, but she has some fun, stuff. So best I could do was sleepwear. We didn't really have too much. I was just like, whatever. So that was her sleepwear, but this is her everyday. So I thought it was kind of cute because like, she's like a fancy lady. And I found the hats afterward and I was like, well, none of them went with anything that, Pedaline was wearing, but she's got the more, yeah. So she's got a fancy dress. She's still a vampire, right? And then again with I was like, whatever. I've got nothing for athletics, so there you go. And we already saw that. Um, her party wear. She's got a little. No, I think Pedaline had a fancier party wear. It was her summer weather wear with it. And then her swimwear is just, again, like I said, swimwear was hard, and really, I don't think I have anything. And her hot weather wear, it's the same dress, it's just a different pattern. Like, it's the only thing that I have that's kind of like a toned down, and it doesn't look like it has a bunch of sequins or beading or whatever. And then her winter wear, which I'm not really sure kind of fit, and especially the boots kind of don't fit, but like whatever. The boots match the I was like, But at this point, I was like, I don't know, and I don't think that quite really works. But like the length of the skirt kind of was okay, but like the shape, I don't think it. But whatever, you know what I'm saying. You get to the point where you're like, good enough. I don't have enough like custom content to do, like the 20s kind of stuff. So, 'tis what it is, and we will deal because it doesn't have to be accurate. It's The Sims history. It's the history of Stardust. Doesn't freaking matter. There's some alien blood going on in people, and now we got vampires. None of this is real. Don't judge me. I forget what all these stupid gnomes like and whatever. I know you're sad. Why are you sad? Oh, losing a. Oh, right, because no sooner did Caleb die than what's her face died. Raynette died. Yeah. I was like, why are you sad about Caleb? Right, your mom died. That's sad. Aw. Harvest. Oh, it already ended. Oh, I'm sorry. You know what? I wasn't paying attention in the other house and I didn't give a crap, and then I came in here and like whatever. Yeah, Harvest Fest was awful, and well, yeah, but your mom died and your sort of your brother's dad, which okay, that's weird, but anyway. And Hal's like, my life is perfect, because you know what? He doesn't give a shit. He's just so preciously oblivious to like everything. That's why we love him. But yeah, so like I said, I don't really have much to do in this one. We're just kind of following them around. So I feel like it's extremely boring because it's extremely boring. But it is what it is with this one. Like this one just happens to get boring kind of easy. And I think the only thing that kept it even remotely like less boring was because we were like, oh, okay, we got this idea for this story and this plot and all this stuff. But it's just now we've run that course and we're like, okay, so now we have to wait till things kind of progress. I don't think I'm going to have like Seeker and Pedaline kind of like fight yet. I don't think we're going to worry about that. They're vampires, so maybe we'll have them go on their lives and their families, and I don't know. Because if you think about it, she's going to go on with her life. That's why, you know, Miles ran away with her, right? Okay, so now we're away, and Caleb's dead, but the Coven's not going to be able to find her right away. And Finnegan's still around, and I mean, maybe I don't want to have to kill Finnegan off, but maybe he's got, well, I mean, for a while, Pedaline will have the power, and they'll think she's, like, supposed to be their vampire queen, and everything will be great, but then she's a teenager now, and she can work on her vampire powers, but we should actually have her work on her vampire powers, but you know we're not going to do that, because you know how much I give a crap. It's like, I should do this, and in theory, that's the way the story's going to go, but I don't feel like actually putting in the effort, so we're just going to story-wise say that. But that would basically be, you know, and then all of a sudden she would come into power, but since they're both, well, technically she's the one that should have more vampire power, but Pedaline would be the one over time being trained and taught, and she wouldn't be, so it would take her longer to kind of come into her power and end up with more power than Pedaline has. Because Pedaline's been working since well, children can't do vampire stuff, but let's just pretend in the real world, if you had vampires, vampire children probably would have some powers. Not like in The Sims where it's like kids don't matter. But even then, even like right now, they'd be trying to train her as a teenager, right? And like Seeker wouldn't be getting trained. So it would take longer for her powers to kind of come out and for her to master them and whatever. Whereas Petalene would be stronger for a little while because she's been getting trained longer. But there'll be a point where Seeker's powers would surpass Petalene's because she's technically the full-blooded vampire, so she should have more power. You're going to go to school, but actually you're fine. You need social. I was, whatever, but so yeah, so we probably will. I mean, so that's a good thing to do when we finally kind of move them in to even the 1920s era, or what we can do too before we do that is maybe spend a little bit more time in the other house and have Finnegan Finnegan doesn't have a lot of power, so I don't know who's going to teach Pedaling. We'll just have to have her study on her own, I guess. Because Finnegan doesn't have a lot of vampire power because we haven't, but we could do that, like have her try to work on that a little bit. This way she does have a little bit more power, but it's really just more storytelling purposes. It's really not like, okay, we're actually going to have a vampire battle. Because I don't think you can do that, can you? I don't know. I haven't played with vampires enough to know. Try to contribute. Why are you sad? Oh, just from a crabby holiday. Yeah. So, anyway, stuff like that. But, I mean, we'll see how it goes. There might be a couple more parts. I did finally put together I put the 1920s town together. Oh, I was saying that before. Look, I don't know what the hell's going on anymore, okay? But yeah, so I do have that ready to go. Okay. I mean, we can go visit Henley. She's our aunt, so... Well, she's our cousin. No, she's our cousin, right. Henley is our cousin. Oh, okay, I guess we're not going to go. I said okay, and he just was like, never mind. Okay, why is our cake floating around out there? Did I try to put it in the fridge and it managed to make itself out here? Well, okay, sure. Anyway. I was going to go and hang out because this way you wouldn't have been bored. And we would have had something to do, but you didn't want to. Do-do-do. Anyway. Yeah, that's that. So that's all we're going to be doing in the next few parts is just watching them do nothing. That's what we've been watching them do for a while. This is always the one that gets boring the fastest for me, which is just sad because it's got such a good backstory. Like, we've had so much fun with this one over the time we've done it. And it does have a decent, like, storyline kind of going. Like, things kind of happen and, like, okay, now we're where we are and where we came from. But it is also kind of like, but there's a lull. I think is what happens. It hits a lull too much, where we're just like, okay, so what do we do now? We just watch them do nothing. And I have plenty of houses where that's what we do. We watch them do nothing and we just poke around, and it doesn't bother me because that's what we've been doing since time immemorial, right? This one we actually, well, in like the prehistoric era, we had to like make sure they didn't die and they were all miserable all the time, and now they actually have stuff to do and they're just boring, But I think also part of it too is like now we have this like, okay, we kind of got finally into an era now where before it was like, okay, I don't know what we're doing. Things aren't really happening. And like, and now we got this other backstory. Okay, yeah, there was a lot going on. And now we're like in a lull just waiting for other things to happen. So you were going to have pancakes, but I appreciate you making sandwiches for other people because that was kind of you. How's your social? Yeah, you should come get something to eat. And then you should come over here and get to know Brighton Day. Discuss interests. I'm going to have you come over here and work carefully. Oh, you need to... I'm just going to cheat your third stuff because I don't feel like buying you plasma packs at the moment. Ask for help with project. Can you help her with a project too? Oh no, you have to eat. True, you didn't go get food. There you go. So Hal's helping. That's adorable. And everybody's chatting. Lovely. Talk about cool temperature. Ask about day. Tell a joke about monkeys. She's just sad because she wants to do mean things. Ask about Dagon. Okay, now she needs to do her homework. Oh, not this one. And let's see. Let's do... We'll do rocket science, sure. Sounds lovely. I feel like you would have fun doing rocket science things and making rockets. A steam-powered rocket engine back in... That's what we should do. We should get her a... We should get a rocket ship and just pop it out here. And then we can take it with us. Why not? Let's just buy ourselves a rocket ship. How about that? That's in hobbies, right? Oh, this is going to take like an hour. What you doing, bird? That's not a hat. You're silly. You like your bell? Oh, I know. You've been stuck in your cage for days. Poor birdie. Obviously. I mean, I'm finally back recording all my stuff. For this week. Later than normal, but, so. But poor Neelix was stuck in his cage for a couple days with no one here. Let's see. That's a retro one. This is the Apollo one. Oh, this is the one we want. The Steampunk Fly-a-Majig. Let's get this one. I always get this one. When I get the rocket ship. I always get this. If I get the steampunk one, it's always like the brown kind of steampunk one. She can now build rockets. Well, let's come here and build. That should be fun, right? Building rocket ships is fun. Right, you're dead. Don't call your not daughter. Which is weird. She's not even your actual daughter. We're pretending that she is. So, I mean, I guess that works out for us. But she's like, I'm so sad. I know. It's because your grandma died. Aw, I feel your pain, girl. Except for as my grandpa. But I doubt Raynette was 99, though. She wasn't that old. Is that getting your foot up? Building a rocket ship is fun. So forget you. You were having fun doing this, okay? So we're just going to let you do that. And then we'll have you... Okay, take a shower. I'll let you stop because it's 8 o'clock. So we'll just do a little bit at a time. You guys are taking a picture together. That's kind of fucking adorable. Sure. And she's coming up here to take a shower. But anyway, yeah. So, yeah, we'll kind of just go through the motions. So we'll play here, and we'll have her building the rocket ship, getting her rocket science skill up. That sounds like a good idea. We might pop in more often over with Pedaline, which I think we should do, and maybe have her work on her vampire thing, vampire skills. I'm not going to have her... We already finished her homework, though. I am not going to have Seeker start with vampire powers. You know what I mean? She's still going to be a fledgling. Who the hell is this, and why are you coming to my house? You better not just walk in this shit. Who are you, and why are you here? Oh, she's a vampire girl. Oh, is the text like... I never read any of these. Like, I don't know. Okay, you're gonna go to bed. You're okay. I mean, everyone's okay. We don't really have much to do, so these parts are gonna be kind of short probably for the next few weeks. Also, I have no idea. I'm probably going to have to record like the next couple weeks worth of stuff like really in advance. Because I don't know. I didn't get this stuff done for this week. I'm getting it done, obviously, but behind schedule. Some of them were done a little bit early. Some are now done a little bit behind just because had to go up north for the funeral and all that stuff. But Yeah, but like next week's stuff and the week after, I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna be. I don't know what's going on. Like, good lord, things have been complicated lately. But we'll see. You know me. Even though I'm like, I have a really good reason for. I don't even have to have a reason. I could just be like, I'm not feeling it this week, guys. But I still feel like way too responsible. Like, no, but I mean, like, I can't not have stuff. But yet, I mean, I can. I could not have stuff for like a week because I have. But I feel like a jerk if I do that. I don't know. Like, this is why those of us who do YouTube and have channels like this burn out so quick because we do this to ourselves. Like, no, I feel like I have to have content and stuff for you guys. And like you understand if I don't. Like, I know you do. But I still feel like I'm a jerk if I don't. Like, I make it a no-win situation for myself. But we'll see. But if for some reason next week, well, next week will be fine. But the week after, so the last week in October, the week of Halloween, basically. If there's nothing then, it's because I wasn't around to record because I might be doing stuff that weekend, and I might not have time during the week before that to record. But there'll be Atome games. If you watch those will be up because those are. I got ahead on those just to end up being behind again by the time November hits. But anyway, so things will be all. We'll have some stuff, but who knows if we'll have Sims. But if I can get some stuff, maybe we'll just have a few things and we won't have everything, so some things we'll miss. Honestly, this would be one of the ones that gets missed because it's like, I could skip a week recording this one and not mine, which I hate saying. But this is one of the ones that I'm just like, about right now because we're at a lull. And it's not the series' fault. We're just at that place where we're just going through the motions right now. And then we'll end up getting back into the story and other things will happen, but we're kind of just waiting things out. And it just felt like when we had so much like, yeah, this is what we're going to do. This is kind of the story. This is it. And it was like exciting. And now it's like, but now we're just in a waiting period. And now I just feel like, oh, I ruined it for myself, but whatever. Anyway, so this part's going to be a little bit shorter than normal. Well, I think it's maybe roughly. I'm not sure how much time I was like 5 to 7 minutes before I had to go answer the door. So I don't know, we're 25, maybe a little under 30 minutes, but whatever. It is what it is. But anyway, I'll wrap it up here and then I will see you guys next time, hopefully next week and the week after. But like I said, we'll see what happens. So if this isn't here, that's where it went. It's not like I'm canceling or anything. It's just I'm not around to record. So whatever. Just be prepared in advance. Who knows? So anyway, I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.